Man. My goodness gracious that y'all see that. Of course you did. It's Star Wars The Mandalorian. Y'all, you're probably saying to yourself, "Oh, B Avery, like, what are you doing talking about The Mandalorian right now, season 2? We on the 6th episode right now. Why are you just not talking about it? Where are your other episode recaps?" Well, I didn't plan on doing it, but I just had to jump on camera real quick and talk about episode 6 because it was just that badass. I mean, my goodness gracious. I loved it. Now, I did review last season 1. You can go back and check out my channel and just let you know, guys, if this is your first time finding me, my name is Brandon Keith Avery. I want to welcome you back to another episode of Just My Opinion, where I do episode recaps for popular TV shows, movie reviews, trailer reactions, and sometimes dip into entertainment news. If you happen to like this video, give me the thumbs up and please consider subscribing if you want all that goodness. Like I was saying, I did recap season 1 and I planned on doing season 2, but when I watched season 2, I got a little bit behind on episode 1, and when I watched it, they were doing a recap and it was so much that I didn't remember from the first season. I was just like, you know what, if I'm gonna do a recap, I want to do it right, but at the same time, I don't feel like going back and watching the whole first season again, and so that is why I did not recap episodes 1 through 5, even though the last episode was fire too. But this one was just so good, I had to jump on camera, like, you know, real talk. Now, just to let you know what type of Star Wars fan I am a casual Star Wars fan. I am not a diehard Star Wars fan. And I don't mean that to knock my diehards, but, you know, it's just some people that know all the lore and every character description and name of a ship and planet and certain, you know, stuff in the galaxy. You know, I've seen all the movies. I saw the original trilogy when I was in junior high because I'm 30 something right now. And you know, it was amazing to me. I didn't care for the prequels. I've seen all the movies. I have not seen Rebels or Clone Wars. I tried Clone Wars. I couldn't get into it, but everybody tells me Rebels is good. And so, you know I got to check that out, but let's go ahead and get into this episode right here. Chapter 16. What was the title? The tragedy. Yeah, chapter 14, the tragedy. So at the end of episode 5, we saw that Ahsoka Tano, played by Rosario Dawson, you know, she came through with the lightsabers, kicking everybody's ass. It was badass. I loved it. I cannot train Grogu, okay? You know, he got some anger issues. You need to take him over to this temple with this rock, and he needs to send out a call, and, you know, maybe some Jedi can come through and train him because he's just too dangerous. I don't want him to go to the dark side. So Mandalorian, like, okay, cool, let's go do that. First of all, I like that these episodes from 5 to 6 is more serialized, okay? That was one of my complaints in season 1, is that the episodes are more episodic. A lot of people kind of, you know, kind of came down on me in the comment section, but, you know, we all have our taste and things like that, you know, but now I think that the show has a good mixture of the season being episodic and also serialized, to where you're not always doing side missions, but the story is carrying forward. If you can get the perfect balance between that, you know, I think you have a winner. And I think that that's what we got, or that's what we're getting right now, especially with this season 2. And so just going into this episode, you know, they're flying around. Baby Yoda, Grogu is using the Force, and, you know, a Mandalorian, calling him his name. He has the little rock steering ball thing, and, you know, he's using his Force to pull it in, and, you know, he thinks he's getting mad. It's like, no, I am not mad at you. First of all, I mean, I'm loving the show. Like I said, we're getting so much personality from the Mandalorian, and he has a mask on. He has a helmet on. You can't see his face, but we're still getting so much passion and emotion from him. And that's just, you know, a good acting, good performance, you know what I'm saying? Good overall. And I'm really loving the relationship building, the character growth between these two characters, Grogu and the Mandalorian. I mean, I just super dope. They really do care for each other. At first, I mean, Mandalorian still does get a little frustrated because it's a communication barrier, but they really do love each other. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. You know, it's just a cool odd pair, a Mandalorian and then this little 6-inch green baby Yoda. I don't know the name of the species or whatever. But it just like little things too, like when we have that transition of color going from deep black space all the way to the daytime where it's a beautiful blue sky, green grass, and brown stone, it just looks good. And we get to see Mandalorian flying, you know, over to the stone. And I'm just like, man, he look like Iron Man. And of course the production quality is going to be great because Disney does this, Disney does Marvel. But I was thinking about Iron Man right there, even though to my understanding that this show is a much smaller budget. But, he puts him on a rock or whatever, and, the blue butterfly. And, I just like everything about it so far. He puts on the scanner trying to turn it around, and then we get Boba Fett ship coming through. And initially, like I said, I'm casual, so I didn't initially, recognize that that's Boba Fett's ship, the original Mandalorian, before his father, Jango. I'm finna say Jago. That's Killer Instinct. Jango. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. But as soon as he turns, Mando turns back around. That's right before that, Grogu puts his hand on the stone, starts feeling it. Using them force powers, meditating. He turned around and just turned that thing on. Boom! He's shooting signals all up in the space in the galaxy, and just the imagery right there. It just looks so badass. I love all the detail of the blue waves, and then the two little lines around the stone, and how it wasn't like perfect lines. It was kind of jagged a little bit, and just like the sound effects too, like the as it's projecting the energy up into space, into the galaxy. That was just badass. I love that. And I love that it took him a long time, Grogu, to send the signal out. There wasn't just like 5 seconds or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm just feeling that. And it was dope. I liked that it created a force field, and Mando was not able to get through that, even with his Mandalorian armor and all that. That is like the force is just that strong. It's just, just badass. And this episode right here, directed by, what is his name? Robert Rodriguez. He's had some good films and he has some bad films or whatever, but he really did come through, with the action in this episode right here, because my goodness gracious. Now we got these stormtroopers, they show up, and then we got Fennec, Ming-Na Wing, and then Boba Fett comes through. What is this dude's name? Tamara Morrison. Okay. We all know him as Boba Fett, original way back in the day or whatever. He comes through, and they exchange a dialogue and all that. And you kind of tell something was going to kind of come up. It's like, I'll put down my weapon if you put down the jetpack. I was like, wait a minute, why you want him to put down the jetpack instead of the blaster or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Hey, but it was a plot device, so he couldn't fly to the top of the mountain later on. But I like this change right here. And, when the stormtroopers came, and these stormtroopers, my goodness gracious, this is the sorriest display of y'all's war tactics in all of Star Wars. Y'all got y'all asses whooped. Now, granted, I know y'all are going against two Mandalorians in Fennec and Ming-Na Wing's character, because I don't know. I think, ain't she a new character? I don't know her from anything else. But, she was up there. I know she was in season 1, but she was up there hey, I don't miss or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I know that y'all are going against some of the best, but still, man, y'all are just freaking useless. Just whack. Y'all just suck ass. I still wanted the Mandalorian people, Mando and Boba Fett and Fennec, to have some type of challenge, but god dog, y'all just got ran through like a true train. Just came through and knocked y'all out. I'm just like, and the dude with the orange thing, he's like, go. I'm like, bruh, did you just see them get their ass whipped? You don't want to change the tactics or whatever, And my partner, OneTakeBigDog, he was talking about that or whatever. I'm gonna show his channel right here. I saw his recap right here. Y'all go subscribe to his channel. He is go subscribe to everybody right here, but you see him right here. Go subscribe. Also, you can, buy some shirts and some clothes and stuff, but subscribe to his channel, man. But I watched his episode of The Mandalorian, his recap or whatever. And that's something I usually don't do, because I always record my reaction first and watch his, but I was at the treadmill, trying to do some cardio over the weekend, yesterday, and I was like, what am I watching YouTube when I'm on the treadmill? And his was the first one that popped up. He was funny as hell. He was talking about how the guy's funny. That's why you need to go subscribe. But he was talking about how useless the stormtroopers are too, or whatever. They just got mowed down. And I was laughing at his dialogue. I was laughing at his commentary. So what's up, my brother? What's up, OneTakeBigDog? I saw you. I was laughing my ass off. But he was saying how useless the stormtroopers were too. Talking about, you know what? From now on, I'm gonna call people that just have no use in my life anymore. They just, I want to cut them off. I'm done with them. Whether it's a friend, a homeboy, a woman I used to date, they just gonna be a stormtrooper, meaning they're useless. I was laughing my ass off or whatever. So I agree with you there. But yeah, y'all go subscribe to this dude's channel, because he talk about movies and trailer reactions and Star Wars and a ton of anime. This dude be talking about anime crazy. I thought I had the thing over. Yeah, go subscribe to his channel. But anyway, it was funny the stormtroopers were just getting their ass whooped or whatever. I'm just like, god dog. It was that one scene to where Fennec jumped. She jumped backwards off the cliff, and shot both the things. And you can see in the background, it was like 6 different stormtroopers running up. All y'all had to do was just post up and just unload the magazine, or the magazine. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm like, y'all are just sorry. Y'all just like that. And what is I mean, I know that's an ongoing joke. It's been in Star Wars. The stormtroopers are useless. I really don't understand the use of the armor. Like, it doesn't protect nothing at all. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing. You might as well. I'm sure it's heavy. Shit, take that shit off. You know, maybe you can run around faster. I don't know. Take the helmet off. It's blinding y'all vision because y'all can't shoot nothing. You know, you had a Gatling gun. Y'all had rocket launchers, and anyway. But then Boba Fett come through with this bow staff with this little thing on the end, just whooping everybody. I mean, every move he was doing was a finishing move. I mean, he was just like haymaker, and people just bow and stab. He jumped off the cliff and cocked that whole back and just bloom. I mean, the dude head hit the ground before, and then his body, the feet flipped up. I'm like, God, this dude is angry. He need to get his armor back or whatever. And then he got his armor, like, well, let me not jump too far ahead. But then Mando came through protecting Finnick or whatever, getting shot or whatever, and it was like, you know, he not getting hit on the spots that, you know, there's no armor or whatever. But then, man, when Boba Fett came through, or whatever, man, with his Mando suit, my goodness gracious, that right there was dope as hell. I was just like in the ooh. I mean, the way he threw them bombs. First he stabbed this stormtrooper, and I'm assuming in the chest. Look over at the ship at the Star. I think it's the Star Crest or the Star. I think it's the Star Crest or the Star Riser. It don't matter. I think it's a Star Crest. Let me know down in the comments. He went over there and I'm just like, okay, I didn't even put it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, he finna go get the armor. But when the bombs came down, I was like, oh snap! This Boba Fett that just got his armor back, and then he came through with the ultimate superhero landed, just like boom, and the camera pans up or whatever, and the sound, the music come on, boom, back this. Bam, blaster, explosion over here, boom, boom, shoot. And then like the way he stepped off that rock and was just walking, whooping ass like with so much authority, I was like, man, this shit right here is live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so feeling it. I'm like, this is some of the best Star Wars stuff ever. The past 2 episodes, seriously, is some of, I'm not going to say the best, but some of the best Star Wars. You know what I'm saying? I saw Forbes posted an article online, and in the caption it was like the last 2 episodes of Star Wars is better than like the past 5 movies. It's better than the past 3 because Rogue One was dope. Out of all the new movies, Rogue One is the best to me. I love Rogue One. But man, Mando came through, and then, you know, he used his rocket pack and shot when he hit the ship, I was like, okay, he gonna hit that ship and it's gonna crash into the other one. And I didn't really necessarily think that the line of dialogue was necessary for him to say, oh, I was aiming for the other one. I mean, it didn't ruin anything for me, but it kind of took away from his badassery, you know. But now at the same time, if I were to rate this episode from 1 to 10, I would rate it from like 1 to 100. Right, because it was so much. I'll probably give it like a 94 out of 100, which of course that's really good. Because the only thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way is, one, they just whooped the stormtroopers' ass a little bit too easy. I wish it would have been like more of a challenge, or not that. It's just like, you don't have to make the stormtroopers so sorry. It's just like, it was just too many of them for them to get whooped that bad. You know what I'm saying? Another thing was like the jetpack thing. You know, I'm just like, okay, man, Mando, go get your jetpack, man. Like, it was just too many. I'm like, I don't understand how he left that, you know. But anyway, the Empire's back, and the Star Destroyer with what is his name, Moff Gideon. I can never say his name. Giancarlo Esposito. I guess I said it right there. You know, Moff Gideon shoots the laser beam down, destroys the Star Crest, and, you know, Mando goes over there and gets, you know, his Beskar spear. But I'm assuming that Mando's weapon, his rifle that he had current in his back, is blown up too, because he didn't have that this whole episode. You know what I'm saying? And so Ming-Na Wing's character, or Finnick, is like, you know, hey man, you need to go get your ship. And then, you know, Boba Fett flies off and goes to get his ship or whatever. And I'm just like, he's there at the bottom of the mountain. They go up there trying to get the child, but I'm like, bro, on the way, grab your freaking jetpack. You know what I'm saying? Now, what are these? Not stormtroopers. What are they? I forgot what they was called. I forgot. Is it dark troopers? I can't remember. But, you know, they came down. I'm just thinking to myself, okay, the stormtroopers are incompetent. Why don't y'all just make $1 million on them black robots or something? But I was watching another channel, and they was talking about how those robots are mixed with some type of human DNA or something, so you probably can't do that. So never mind, I take that back. But then, we get Moff Gideon up there, and he goes in the room with Baby Yoda, Grogu, or whatever, and he doing all the force powers and stuff, choking out. I mean, it's badass. And he like, okay, player, I got a dark saber too. You know what I'm saying? And they knock him to sleep. And I remember that weapon from, I think, not the Phantom Menace, A New Hope, when they took out the Princess Leia or whatever. Rest in peace, my sister. The little blue ring or whatever. And so that was dope. And so, I mean, and Mandalorian, now he's trying to put the posse back together. We got, he got Fennec that can shoot well. He got a super Mandalorian, and then they got the other Mandalorians. And then, we got Ahsoka Tano. This dude is putting a crew together, man. They finna go wreck shop. And it's super dope because Grogu was successful, even though he was captured. It didn't go in vain, He sent out a message to the whole galaxy. So we got a whole bunch of Jedi that could show up, Like, it's crazy, and I don't even know. I mean, I kind of want to see Luke, a younger Luke Skywalker pop up, That would be dope. Because I forgot how many years this Mandalorian series takes after episode 6, the original trilogy. But another channel that y'all need to check out is my boy Eman. Where's the cursor for this thing? My boy Eman right here. Eman's movie reviews. He got this video right here. Oh, I ain't even switched over the thing. Eman's movie reviews. He got this thing right here. Which Jedi would train Grogu? Top 5 Jedi may find Baby Yoda. And then here go his breakdown or whatever. He posted that earlier today. And so I watched them both. I'm gonna watch this one again because I'm really curious to see like what Jedi can come through. Cause I just want to see a more ass kicking like this, man, because this was badass and I love this episode. So I may, depending on how this recap does as far as views, I may continue to recap the rest of the season, even though we probably only got like maybe 3 or 4 episodes left. But guys, I loved it, man. It was dope. And so, that is just my opinion. What did you think about Star Wars this past episode or the whole season? Let me know down below, guys. Let's get this conversation going and keep it flowing. If you like this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to the channel. Help me reach 30,000 subscribers, guys, and check out my other videos right here as well. Again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Keith Avery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.